Okay, so just a few minutes ago we had the craziest experience that I've had so far in the bush. And it's been raining for a few days, and so the ground has been really soft, so it's been nice to stalk through the bush because our footsteps are masked. We're a lot quieter. And so we walked into a section of the bush where we knew a pack of coyotes had been roaming, and they moved in about a month ago. And so we moved into that section, and we knelt down beside a fallen tree, and I said, okay, I'm going to see if I can call out for a coyote and see if the pack will answer me. And so I knelt down, called out, and within 5 seconds, it was incredible, within 5 seconds, about 50 feet into the bush, I saw a flash of fur go by.
No, it's still there.
And I knew that was a coyote that had heard the call and was answering it. And so our focus was on that coyote, and all of a sudden, running up on the side of us was another coyote. It was coming straight at us. And it came within 10 feet of where we were sitting, and I said, whoa! And then it kind of jumped, because I think it thought we were a deer or an animal or another coyote or something. And it kind of realized who we were. It stopped in its tracks, and it turned and it ran about 30 feet back into the tree line, or back into the bush, because we were already in the tree line, and it just watched us, and it just didn't know what to make of us. And then so we're watching this one now, and all of a sudden another coyote appears through another set of trees, and it felt like we were in the movie The Gray, because it was like all of a sudden we were surrounded and all these coyotes were appearing all through the trees. When I do get the camera on and I'm filming them, I see one just through the trees, and I'm looking at it and it's looking at me. It doesn't know what to make of me. So I let out another call.
Tell me when I'll start the chainsaw up.
And then my dad's like, oh, there's one. And so I swing my camera around, and this is a big one. And as soon as my camera lands on it and it sees that I'm looking at it, it takes off like a bolt, and it's gone.
There it is. Oh, it's going. No, it's still there.
So then I swing my camera back to where the other coyote was. I just called a bunch of coyotes. And it's gone now, so it's kind of like, okay, where did they move? And then as I'm scanning through, I see bits of fur and flashes of tails moving here and there. They're moving all around us. And as the pack is surrounding us, they're getting a little close for comfort. So usually I carry my buck hunting knife on my hip, but it wasn't on my hip at the time. I have my axe behind me, but that's not going to come out too quick. And my dad's got the chainsaw, so he's getting ready to fire it up.
While I continued to film, another coyote tried to approach us from the left. As it drew closer, my dad attempted to fire up the chainsaw in order to scare it away. However, I was reluctant to scare them off so soon. It seemed that I was just as curious about them as they were of us.
No, hold on.
This is unnerving.
That was crazy.
Sorry to scare away, but I was starting to get nervous.
That was cool.
If you watch carefully, you will be able to see a bit of the coyote as it retreats back to a safer distance after trying to approach us. It is hard for me to estimate how many coyotes were there, since I never saw more than 2 of them at a time, but I figured there were at least 4 of them. But those were the ones that we could see. Most of the coyotes were brownish-gray in color, and they were the ones that came the closest. However, the bigger coyote that I caught a glimpse of was more of a whitish-gray, and so I've dubbed him White Fang. White Fang was a little more careful and wise in his movements. He hung further back to observe while the others moved around. But as soon as we locked eyes, White Fang vanished with a single stroke from his powerful hind legs. Coyotes take great pains to avoid human contact, and so I felt very privileged to see these fanged ghosts of the forest in their natural habitat. When I work in the bush, I am always aware that I work among them, but I have never seen one up close until now. Coyotes howl for various reasons, but the two main reasons why they may have decided to come after my call is either they thought I was a renegade wolf who was coming to challenge their territory, or when a coyote in the pack makes a kill, they will howl to alert the rest of the pack to come and eat. And so these coyotes may have been answering what they thought was a dinner call. Either way, I was very surprised and pleased that they decided to make an appearance.
Everyone else start the chainsaw up. There it is. Oh, it's going. No, it's still there.
No way. I just called a bunch of coyotes.
Oh, you
No, no,
saw
no,
the
no, no,
last-
no, 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 hold on, hold on.
This is
The coolest thing about it was that it was only about 5 seconds after I called that they answered, and they were already on top of us. So that means that as we were walking through the bush, they knew we were there because they were right there with us. And most likely they probably heard us walking even though we were walking quietly. And they may have even thought that we were just a deer and they were tracking us. But as soon as I called out, then they came running. And my guess is that they probably didn't recognize my call. They didn't recognize the call as one of theirs from their pack. So they probably thought I was a lone wolf traveling through the area. And packs don't take too kindly to lone wolves. So my theory is that they probably thought I was a lone wolf and the pack was coming to confront me and my dad. But as soon as they realized that we were humans, they got a little more scared and they backed off. But again, it was crazy. It was just they were appearing all around us. And so needless to say, on the way back out of the bush, we've been watching our backs on the whole way out because even though I'm filming right now and talking to you guys, this only happened a couple minutes ago and we're still just walking out of the bush now. And so my dad's been keeping his head on the swivel, watching for anything following us while I'm talking to you guys. So this just happened, one of the craziest experiences I've ever had, and really cool. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the footage, and this is The Outsider saying, until next time.